What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. So we've got round one of the tournament. Let me just fix this up for 1 second. All right. Perfect, much better. So we have round one of the tournament. Huey, how you doing, mate? Welcome. So round one of the Sun-Tzu Cup, and it's the long-awaited BoxerSaint versus MikeJet. So give me 1 second. We do have a few things to iron out. We don't have all the details just yet. We don't have the information that we need to know about drafts specifically. So let's find that out. We're going to stalk MikeJet's VOD since all the info is on there. We do have the recordings finally, so let's do it. All right, so let's have a little look at Mike's stream, see what's what.
How does the next... Right. So...
No. All right, so from what I've picked up,
earlier. Show me a cheers bear.
Oh no, a little bit further back.
It's just a standard start, right? But if you
go ahead and write down that you want to play City Siege, you know you want.
If you've played it though, if you've practiced this even once, I'm at a disadvantage.
I've practiced all these maps. When you
oh my gosh,
you're at a disadvantage.
What the heck? That one you need to practice. I'm sorry. I was honestly no. And double arena is gone.
Okay, so we had the bands, so a little bit further back, and we should find the picks. So we know the first map.
Other Budapest start?
Yeah.
A little bit further back.
Interesting.
But we're almost there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right.
I'll pick Pond Arena.
All right, there we go. So we have
Pond Arena
for BoxerSaint,
you know,
as his home map.
I actually looked at this and I was like, that's the one he's gonna pick because that map.
All right, let's backtrack.
As soon as you see the kicker, you're like, I know what you want to do.
Game one was City Siege, Archie. That's the neutral map. I'm pretty sure game two we have as
Come on, I got my boxing gloves. You talked about it. Let's go.
We'll have Pond Arena or Canopy for game two. All right, let's get to the civs. So we know the maps now. So neutral map we've got is City Siege. So let's get them up. We'll bring it on over here. So I'm not disclosing the bracket at the moment purely because we have had some games played already, and that would cause some spoilers, so let's not give out some spoilers for those of you at home. But at this point in time, we're still in round one, BoxerSaint versus MikeJet, so the cast begins now. So the first map that these two contestants are going to play on is City Siege. So players start surrounding a walled city with a force of 10 men-at-arms and a siege tower. Players can use this force to infiltrate the city and gain control of monuments that will provide a resource trickle, or they can harass the opponent. So this is going to be game one. I'm really excited to be able to see this map. I was really hoping someone would pick this or it would come up eventually in the tournament, and it has. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out, especially for MikeJet, who does love playing man-at-arms. So I'm really intrigued to see what he kind of pulls out of the hat here. And the home map for MikeJet is going to be Canopy, and I think I have gone past it. So we have seen Canopy a couple of times. At least once from memory. between Archie and Gwen, where Gwen did end up taking that out. So just a refresher for those of you that haven't watched that stream or haven't watched that matchup yet. Essentially, it's a nomad start, but you don't have enough wood for a starting TC, so you've got to go collect the wood and be able to go drop your TC wherever you feel is the best spot. The further out you go, you've got more game, you've got more gold and stone. So, and also the further out you go, the higher elevation you have as well. So, let's see what happens there. And then we've got BoxerSaint, who is on Pond Arena, literally a arena with a pond in the middle. And we did see this with Hoopla and Gwen as well. So exciting to see what's going to happen here between these two contestants. We haven't really got confirmation of the draft, so let's just head back to Twitch and we'll watch the draft live, as you will.
I only see one ban.
Oh yeah.
One
Two
ban.
bans across this. So one ban each.
Yeah.
No snipes.
And we know City Siege is one of them. Okay.
All right, here we go.
I guess these are global bans. Nobody. Yeah, it's a global ban.
MikeJet does love his man at arms. I wonder if we're... But who...
To play box.
Yeah.
Which should I ban?
I haven't watched a lot of Boxer. I think Chinese, though, is a civ that he does.
This is my favorite civ, but it's not a good civ. I'd get rid of a good civ.
Gajars. Yeah, fair enough. Good
I
play.
have no Gajars experience, but that's a good ban. Gajars are...
Yep.
Goths! MikeJet's favorite civ.
Bruh.
Oof.
Sorry. I'm just gonna hand it to you.
You know, I'm 100% win rate on that Civ in best ofs.
Well, good. You're up, by the way.
Good for you.
Get your pick. Yeah, 5 seconds left.
Shoot. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it. I want...
Oh, 1 second.
I couldn't find it.
What do you want?
Nope. I can't say.
I'll give it to you. We can just trade.
Nope.
Where's my civ at?
What was that? What's this? What's this, chat?
Ooh.
Burgundians? Do you know what this is? How we figured this? How
I'll
we
get 2 picks.
translated
Nice.
Yep.
McDonald's?
What
Oh,
else would I
Magyars.
take?
Yeah, there we go.
Probably these guys.
Liths. Oh, imagine Lithuanians.
that's
I suppose on Thicket, Lithuanians isn't going to be too overpowered, though, is it? Magyars. We're going to see Magyars on City Siege. The Men at Arms getting the upgrade.
I'd be thinking about Canopy.
Yeah, you want Celts. Canopy. Out of these picks, right?
I ain't letting you have it.
Ooh, poles. Really good on any arena, some closed maps.
Never be able to
We
beat
saw the double arena with poles, with Hoopla.
Oh, unless you just run.
There's a lot of
You're just like, no, I ain't fighting you.
a lot of
I'm
cav
running
at
as
the
much as I
moment from
can.
BoxerSaint. No Archers
Sure.
really. No Archers is really jumping out between the two just yet. So I think we might see some cav wars.
Go right there.
That was a good pick. I thought about picking
Japanese, that
too.
also is a good move.
Honestly, I would have picked them along with Poles if I would have got Magyars as that first pick. But I panicked.
I wanted Aztecs, honestly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was literally gonna trade you. I'll let you have Aztecs. I'd pick whatever you wanted.
Lol, that's hilarious. Boom.
Just letting random Slaz with the raid.
That's how
How's
confident
your
I am.
stream, mate? You've come in a really good time. We're just watching the draft in real
I
time.
didn't even realize this. I thought you had another.
Tatars actually could be inadvertently quite good on
I'm
Canopy.
just gonna go with the
Crazy
counter
Joe,
pick
what's
here.
up? What's up? Welcome, Raiders.
Where is it? Here.
Marlians. I don't know enough about Marlians,
right
to be
back
honest.
at me.
And Britain's with the random pick. That's pretty decent
Not
random
accident.
pick, though. Alright, how good.
Okay, so we got our draft.
Alrighty,
It's
guys.
honestly a really powerhouse random, though.
Alrighty, guys, there we go. We have it. So obviously, we're not going to be continuing on with the stream. We're going to go ahead to the recording. And Hoopla makes a good point. So the Man-at-Arms upgrade obviously is going to take effect until they get to feudal age. So the Man-at-Arms is still going to be quite strong for MikeJet. However, if he does wait until he gets the feudal age, it could be too little too late. So it's going to be interesting. I have a feeling we're not going to wait, though. I don't think MikeJet is the one that's going to like just play it that strategically and chill. I feel like it's going to be guns blazing. I've got that feeling. I'm hoping anyway. So let's go, guys. Let's get into it. We've got the game loaded up, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, Slaz with bits.
Game on.
All right, how are we? There we go. Let's go. Let's get into it, guys. All right, Mike v Boxer, game 1. All right, and we are on, guys. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Let's get. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second because the only thing from yesterday's stream that I would like to slightly change, let's give you a little bit of background music. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just stick with chill out lounge. We don't want something too chill out though, right? We'll just have a little bit of, yeah, perfect. All right, so cool. Let's get into it. We don't really, I'm not too fussed about what the music's going to be. We're gonna get straight into the action. We're gonna get into the gameplay. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So let's have a look. We've got BoxerSaint as the Britons, and that was his random pick as well. I wonder if this is trying to be a little bit of a flex on MikeJet. Hold on, I'm getting my bearings here. So here we go. We've got both contestants now building their TC right next to a tree line. BoxerSaint not really close to anything. Oh, hold on. I got my colors wrong. Super Kingman. So there we have it. Okay, so that is MikeJet as Super Kingman. Alrighty. A little bit of scouting now. Boxers scout, and the Man-at-Arms is going into the middle. Are we going to see... Now, this is the interesting part, actually. Let me get my big noggin off the screen so you guys can just see pure gameplay. Perfect. Much better. Much better. All right, so BoxerSaint already has the Man-at-Arms going in, and he isn't slicing and dicing trying to burn through the buildings. He is going to go straight for the monuments. And so is MikeJet, but MikeJet, I don't think quite knows that there is a direct path to the monuments that he could be following. So you can get through there. All you'd have to do is right-click on the monument, and your Man-at-Arms, like Boxers, will kind of do the work. We do have Loom already coming in from MikeJet, so perhaps we're feeling a little bit nervous. Perhaps we're feeling like it could be a Man-at-Arms rush. Siege Tower kind of chilling, a scout coming in, doing a little bit of work. BoxerSaint now being able to go through. It looks like he's going to try and take the closest relic to MikeJet. And MikeJet just trying to burn down a village over here. Scout now getting picked off. Being able to pull back quite well though. Just taking some sheep under the TC at the moment. You do have 2 boar. You do have some berries as well. You've got gold, you've got stone. So you've got all the resources you need. And both players obviously have just taken the approach of smack the TC down. I do prefer BoxerSaint's position of the TC though. And the start, he's already got the monuments. Whereas MikeJet, and not quite just yet. Now, I'd like to see the line of sight for both players. So this is interesting. We're seeing You can't quite see the monuments from capture age, but when you are playing the game, you do get line of sight on the monuments, so that's why BoxerSaint has been able to control that. Now, I would like him to see a push over here as well, though, be able to take both monuments. Absolutely nothing stopping him. We do have 14 vils, though, from MikeJet, 12 vils from BoxerSaint. Both still with the 10 men-at-arms. They haven't met any crossfire just yet. BoxerSaint is going to be taking the berries. MikeJet hasn't taken any berries just yet. So we've got 9 on food for BoxerSaint, 11 on food from MikeJet. Probably going to need to bring in that boar fairly soon though, already down to 90. And here we go. So actually splitting up their man-at-arms though. And I don't know about that move. You'd really want to keep them together just in case the opponent comes. But at the same time, BoxerSaint has got to be wondering where the man-at-arms are. If they haven't taken either monument, and he hasn't stumbled across them either, in terms of near his base, he must be thinking, where are they? So now he's just owned 2 monuments. And he's going to be getting the resources from both of those monuments. So let's watch the trickle up now from Boxer. And look at that, not even on gold. Already 155. No one's even gone on gold yet. Already 100 ahead. Look at that trickle. But here we go. We're going to have our first encounter here. 6 man-at-arms versus 10. And there's only one way that this is going to go. Unless the micro here isn't as good. And they're clicking on the house. 1v1. What is happening? This is pure chaos. This is slow but painful. This is just going straight into Death Valley, just watching your comrades die one at a time. We are getting, I can't even tell if it's 2-on-1 or not. Who is winning this fight? It's still got to be MikeJet, right? It is. MikeJet will definitely take this out and be able to take that monument. And BoxerSaint is sending through the rest of the man-at-arms. So we've got 4, but there's already 5 left. They are a little bit weak. We have a little bit of scout action happening there. Looks like MikeJet's going to take that as well. Now, if you're Boxer, I think you don't... I don't know. I don't think you try and take the monument. MikeJet now has 1 monument at least. I say you go back, defend this one. I don't know. We do have both players now have both clicked up to feudal age. And the thing with Magyar's player, they're going to be even stronger. So you're down in terms of numbers, and MikeJet has let that fall, though. Battle for the monument. And here we go. Double barracks from MikeJet with the Malians. And this is an amazing pick because the Malians do get that bonus. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But, oh no, huge fight. And Boxer pulls. I don't know if that's the right move, but that's definitely going to get picked. And there you go. Now, if you're MikeJet, you right-click that monument, and that's yours. You've got both. This is what I was saying. I don't know if you go for both of them. Boxer trying to be greedy, trying to get both. MikeJet, though, not going for the other monument just yet. And we do have BoxerSaint, who is in feudal age. Let's get a little look at the macro picture now from both players. And we have a market and a blacksmith. And where BoxerSaint having both monuments has more than enough res now to be clicking up and still has the income from 1. All you need is that 1 man-at-arms just to go in and take it over. Double barracks now from MikeJet getting supplies. I'm just waiting to see the drop. Blacksmith and a market, there we go. Okay. BoxerSaint though, already in castle age. MikeJet getting the resources and hold the phone. So we're not seeing the castle age click up from MikeJet. It's just not happening, team. We've got a lot on berries here. We're getting all of the economy upgrades. And still not getting that other monument. Crucial. Barracks into an archery range. So we're going to see archers from the Britons player. Makes sense. there's still some peace in the land. It's quite nice, isn't it? Just not to be at war. The villagers aren't under attack by scouts. There's some lost men-at-arms. And MikeJet sending him back in, but I mean, like, the same thing, you've still got the one bloke there. Just right-click next to that monument. Take it over, son. I don't know if he's thinking maybe Boxer's going in after him, and here we go. This is a huge battle for the middle. I thought we were going to see a little bit more pressure on the outside. To be honest, to be perfectly honest. And, oh, no, in, out, not quite, almost. Here we go, let's go. Oh, nah, almost had him. Let's go, back in, back in, back in. We're almost there. Is that villager going to go into the siege tower? Was it in there? I think we got one archer left still. And those men are up. No! MikeJet! Wrong way! Wrong way, man! Oh. And BoxerSaint, though, struggling to get his archers in. I'm not too sure why. No idea why, what's happening here. We're going to see a little bit of walling in here from BoxerSaint as well. Maybe smelling that something's coming. He's sniffing it out. And here we go. 5th time's a charm. Here we go, here we go. Oh, but no, we're going to go a bit of a different path now. And I think MikeJet is just interested in... Here we go. We've got the castle age now from MikeJet. I think he realized that, oh, I think I'm a little bit behind here. I need to get back up. But still, like, that monument for this entire time, Boxer's been collecting resources from that. And I think a big indication of how important that is, just look at the stone as well. I have a feeling we've had MikeJet sell some stone to also click up. Double archery range now from Boxer. Bodkin arrow. And those archers just chilling. But here we go, we do have 3, and I think we're going to see some micro. And there's not a lot that you're going to be able to do about that. Now you're going to lose both monuments when you could have had both monuments for that entire time. So you're going to lose your only monument, and that's the hard part. Oh, look at those men-at-arms dance. Look at that micro. Look at that micro that MikeJet possesses. Absolute machine. But they still go down without a slice. Without a hit. And BoxerSaint now has both monuments. And at this point in time, I'm not too sure. I think if you're MikeJet, you just go for the wraparound. So we do, here we go, Fordville, huge, massive. And this is getting built now. Boxer has no idea. He has sent a Vill, though, to go construct a palisade, but I don't know where that Vill is. We've got some idols now. We do have idle eco time from, more so from Mike, and all the idle TC time, but what is this? With all these crossbow, I think going in a different location, is Boxer going to send him forward? Is that going to get up in time? Oh, he's going to notice that too. Just as we've gone in. So we've got the longswords upgrade. And surely BoxerSaint sees this now. Look at that foot, and he's got nothing to be able to take that down either. That Vill will get taken out. But I mean, small price to pay. It does suck, you know, don't have the element of surprise, so there's not going to be as big of a rush. But that's still huge. Now 3 TC for Boxer. A little bit late though, compared to what you'd probably see from standard play. And I'm not too sure about the Spearman though from MikeJet. It seems like quite a peculiar unit to produce when your opponent is Britons. That's just, you know, my 2 cents. But we do see the longswords now coming back in. Not exactly sure what they're going to do against crossbow though. I mean, you could push over to this, take this TC, and I think perhaps that is what he's thinking about. But let's come back over here and BoxerSaint now, walling in that barracks, and I think that's a good move. I think that's your best bet while you don't have anything to be able to take down buildings. You don't have any siege buildings. This is the next best thing. And look at that scout. He's just chilling. He's just like, hey guys, what's going on? And I think Boxer does end up realizing, takes it down. And hey, Mike, you know there's another monument, right, man? You know there's 2 monuments that you could be going for. One that doesn't have crossbow. Aye. And we are seeing a man-at-arms come through now. One gets taken out by the gripper crossbow, and so will the next one. And at this point, it's... Oh, but Boxer being distracted. I think... Oh, but does notice it just in time. I don't know if there's enough time to really know, though. Because there's some fast-moving longswords. I think they must have squires. And do get a little bit of a pick-off, but they're going to go... They're gone. So that is now MikeJet's monument again. Now... Hold on, and they're back in though, and that's the thing. You've got it for like a few seconds just before this crossbow come again. Now let's look at the macro picture here for a second, guys. BoxerSaint with 44 villagers compared to MikeJet's 33. 3 TC booming away. It was already walled in that barracks, that forward barracks, about to send in the crossbow to gain control of both monuments. And at this point in time, even there's a few forward crossbow just doing a little bit of work there, it does just feel like MikeJet's playing his own game of longswords. Watch me longswords. You ban Goths, I'm still going to play like a Goths player. And I love it. I want to really see this execute well, but I think you've got to really come up with an answer for these crossbow because they're just murdering. You're not going to be able to chase them down from that long distance either. And the only way you're going to really do some damage, maybe, in my opinion, send a Vill over the wall. And I think there's a bit of enough, or even if you send a longsword to make a bit more room, build a siege workshop. And we do get that pick at the end there eventually. And there we go. So just, yeah, picking off all those longswords. Really, when they could have been putting a little bit more pressure on a little bit more forward, taking out some archery ranges, just almost anything at this point in time, really. Like, just sending them to their deaths one after the other, and it's looking quite tough, but we are seeing a second TC, though, from MikeJet, which is great to see. We are seeing the trickle of longswords, just a continual production by the look of it. We do have +2 armor, +1 attack on them, and we have +2 attack, +1 armor on Boxer's crossbow. So some good upgrades from both players. I think the necessary ones to try and counter each other and what each other do have. But these longswords just kind of like strolling on through, and you're going to see a little bit more to come as well. So this is going to be quite interesting to see if that really splits up the archers. If that's able to survive, though, that is the thing. Because that is a whole lot of archers that you're sending just to chase one longsword. And if these guys are able to come in and do a bit of work, especially while your attention's split everywhere, this might get a bit of value from MikeJet. But again, we're almost doubling Vills though. Almost double in Vills. Triple TC versus the double TC. Oof. Not sure. Oh, and here we go. It is happening. So we are getting now a castle as well from BoxerSaint, which I do like. And the hard part, I think, perhaps, do we feel Boxer has overextended himself? Focused a little bit too much on the middle, and these longswords now just coming through, doing a lot of work, and this is a decent mass now. That castle is going to go up, but if you just push, taking this house over here, then you're sweet. But look at that gold from BoxerSaint. 1200 gold, 400 gold from MikeJet. Going to be a bit of a race to imp, I feel, but in terms of really putting pressure on, MikeJet has done it well. BoxerSaint's done really well controlling both monuments. At home, he seems to be under the pump. MikeJet has not had really a moment in the game where I think his position at home has gotten stressful at all. BoxerSaint, on the other hand, has had to deal with a lot of longswords and just longswords, and you've got the perfect counter for them, really, with the crossbow. We are going to see now a stone wall, which I do like. I think that's a great move, a smart move to be able to slow down the infantry push. But you've got to start building that. Build the last one, build the next one. And well done by Boxer to be able to do so. Now the only way that you're going to get in. And here we go, returning fire. We're going to send some Vills. By the look of it, I feel like this is going to be a forward castle of some sort. But unintentionally, I'm assuming these houses are actually going to give a little bit more of scouting opportunity for MikeJet as well. So let's see what happens here. Does MikeJet notice it? No, he doesn't. Gives absolutely zero line of sight, those houses. So if that was for scouting, it's definitely not the best way to do it. And now they're just going to start attacking some walls. Okay, why not? Fortified walls. We'll get there eventually. Maybe get a sledgehammer or two, or send some long swords under the castle. And I don't know what these villas are doing and why they're being trickled though. Is there a waypoint that I feel like there's a waypoint that Boxers just sends unintentionally? Something is going on. What is happening? What is going on right now? And MikeJet sending some long swords in the same direction. We're going in circles. I don't know what's happening. Both players getting quite disorientated by the, I feel. I don't know what's happening. They're going all the way around. And, I mean, you've taken the long way. I guess you're under the stress of these men-at-arms, the longsword, sorry, so you can't really go that way. But at the same time... So, at the same time, you've gone the long way and to put the castle over here when there's nothing stopping you from dropping it here. And guys, chat, I've just realised, I don't know if I've been looking or if I missed it, but at the start of the game, I most definitely said Magyars instead of Malians for MikeJet, and that's hilariously embarrassing. That's going on YouTube. This rec right now is going to be on YouTube. So that's great. Alright, so back to it. It is Malians versus Britons. And Boxer probably focused a little bit too much on this castle. And we're getting some knights now. I do like the counter. That's a bit of a double counter, really, for a long swords. And just going under the TC, going under the castle as well. Just all these longswords getting eaten, and BoxerSaint trying to wall in. He sends a lot of villas forward, man. I don't. This just feels like chaos. You've got both monuments as well. BoxerSaint just definitely in the driver's seat now. He has clicked up to Imperial. He's got quite a comfortable lead even in the score, but producing longbow. I guess maybe to have some military with Trebs, maybe, don't know, not sure. Watchtower, I mean, longswords could eat that quite easily, I feel. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this, guys. But anyway, we'll see what happens. And MikeJet eventually going to be able to try and get through. We're seeing now the forward siege workshop. MikeJet definitely quite far away from Imperial. Doesn't have a castle himself. Doesn't look like he really has the buildings just yet either. MikeJet now garrisoning in the watchtower. More viewers getting sent forward. Oh, I don't know if he notices that castle. So those viewers are going to get eaten now. And oh, the stables. This is starting to feel like beginning of the end here. Yeah, I'm not really feeling or sensing a huge way back at the moment for MikeJet. Unfortunately, I think BoxerSaint is in the driver's seat here. I definitely prefer his position. The walling in, although it just feels messy. It doesn't feel clean. It still feels like BoxerSaint is a bit stressed at the moment, even though he's kind of being able to, put this forward military buildings here. Just the fact that these idle villas now are just getting picked off by longswords. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a comfortable lead at the moment. But let's see what happens, because really this castle is going to really ruffle some feathers. We still don't see a Treb though. Just more longbow, more and more longbow. 3 stables, knights being produced. I just really think we need to see some Trebs. We need something to start taking down. And there we go. That does go down in the end. Both buildings, the outpost and the watchtower, like we were saying before. And just garrisoning straight in, not being able to really take down that castle, and it just still going forward and not really achieving a lot, to be honest. I think MikeJet has just set the waypoint forward, and they just keep getting eaten along the way by Cavalier, by anything at this point, really. Look at that. They're just passing each other, giving each other some high fives along the way. Both players have just sent waypoints to each other's bases. They're just flying past each other. I have orders to directly attack. And BoxerSaint does have +2 armor for the Cavalier, which is fantastic. Going to do really well against the TC fire there and getting some really solid raids. 58 vils to 85. And MikeJet really closing that gap because it was almost double at one point. So I think MikeJet's done quite well. We do see the Pike upgrade now, which is a really good option as well from MikeJet. And that Workshop's still not getting up, and just a constant production really of Cavalier now. And ouch, see, this is hurting MikeJet. Look at these vils numbers drop. We were just on the 50s before, and we have just hit double. BoxerSaint officially now has more than double vils than MikeJet, and this puts MikeJet in a very tough spot. And look at that score, it's almost double here. So not entirely sure what to make of it at the moment. I feel like it is going to be a GG very soon though. Nowhere near Imperial. BoxerSaint firmly Imperial with a constant production of Cavalier. I think it is safe to say that we have the winning combo. And just those Cavalier just absolutely eating up anything that comes in their path. We do even have plate barding armor now for the Cavalier, and they are some tanky cavalry. And GG is called, and we have BoxerSaint taking out Game 1 of the Mediocre Cup. Very well done by BoxerSaint in this one, guys. So I think in that one, what the crucial thing was really owning those monuments. I think that resource trickle was huge. But not only just having one, just having both for pretty much the whole game, just gave BoxerSaint just so much res to be able to get to Imperial, be able to deal with all the men-at-arms as well. So I think he did a really good job at producing crossbow. Maybe I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit of spear as well as a bit of a counter, or to be honest, stick with the men-at-arms and into long swords, but send a Vil over the wall, produce a siege workshop, take back the monument. But more importantly, when he did have both, when BoxerSaint lost the men-at-arms, take both monuments. That would have been crucial there for MikeJet, and I feel like it could have slightly changed the course of the game. Nonetheless, well done BoxerSaint, really capitalizing, knowing kind of how to play this map, and GG to both players. So let's get to Game 2. What are our thoughts on that one, guys? What do we think? Is it what? Give me a series number. What do we think is going to happen between these two of BoxerSaint and MikeJet? Obviously, we've got Game 1 going to BoxerSaint. Is it going to go to Game 3? Is it going to Game 2? What are we thinking? What's going to happen? Let's get back to casting settings. Best of 3, and we have BoxerSaint taking out Game 1. And it's just not showing, so I think I have turned it on. How do I enable scoreboard? Best of 3. Oh, there we go. Alright. The map is hard. Boxer did well on this map. Completely agree. Not bad. 3-0. We're going to go to Game 3, play all. Still have no idea if it's better to send the men-at-arms into the wars there or not. I completely agree, Hoopla. This map's a little bit tricky. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe send... look, personally, I'd probably send 2 in the middle. I'd like to see it happen to see what it would look like. I'd like to send 2 over the wall. Send the rest. You've got 10 of them. Maybe send half and half, up to you. Probably the split half and half could be quite cool. Because at the end of the day, if they've got all 10 in, and if you meet all 10 in the middle, just pull back, let them take the monument, and then you already know that, sweet, I've got 5 men-at-arms that can just come in and just slice and dice. I can push the opponent off berries, not let them take gold. Yeah, that's my personal opinion on this map. I think this one can be played really well instead of sending all 10 in the middle. My personal opinion. Don't know how that would go, obviously, in a real 1v1, but, you know, something to think about. We've still got a few games left in the tournament, so I'm hoping we see this map again. At least they didn't smash their way into monuments. So that's true, Slaz. MikeJet did. At one point, he was trying to burn down some buildings to get through. I think he made a little bit of a path, and then he realized that, I can just kind of get directly there. So, all right, let's get back to Age of Empires. All right, let's give me a second on this one, guys. All right. Oh, no, I get it. Spectate with capture age. Alrighty, guys, here we go. So we've got game 2 on Canopy. So just a quick review. What is happening right now? What is going on? MikeJet, what has happened? Okay, just remember we don't have enough wood for a town center, but MikeJet has just gone straight for the barracks, and I don't know about this because you're not going to be able to drop off res. You just produce militia? I don't know what's going to happen. What is going on? This is chaos, and I absolutely love it. BoxerSaint hasn't even dropped a lumber camp yet. Does he know? Like, I can't... Surely no. I can't actually right-click because there's no building. I can't see the different line of sight. Here you caught the Magyars Malians. Yes, game 1. Nice little, I don't know, I think I had it in my head in the draft. It was like, oh yeah, that's perfect City Siege. So that's the game that we've got. All right, so there we go. So we see it just here. Let's see. I don't think, oh, that's so close. No way. No way he finds this lumber camp. And he does. That's mental. You're kidding me. Alrighty, see you. Thanks for popping in, mate. That is crazy. I absolutely love that he scouted that first lumber camp. He needs to get... How much militia can he produce? This is it. This is all in. There's nothing else you can do right now. You can't drop off anything, right? You can't get more wood. This is all in from MikeJet. I don't know if he knows. Did he think this far ahead? This is crucial. This is huge. But hold on. There's so many layers to this. The fact that he scouted him early, he knows where he is. Hold on, let me get my mug off the screen so we can get a proper look. Alright, there we go. So the fact that he's been able to scout them so early in the game as well, produce how many militia? So we've got 2 militia. It's going to be 3. You're going to easily outnumber this. This is a win. You win this every single time. You can wall as much as you want. If MikeJet denies this TC from going up, which it looks like is going to happen, this is it. This is the win condition. MikeJet's done some pretty good scouting too at the start. Look at all that he's been able to scout, be able to find out, and he just noticed the exact place where the lumber camp was dropped. The militia coming in, how are you going to stop this? There's no way. Kev, you bang on. This is going to work. How, like, you could delete a house to build, but I don't think you can. This is GG. This is going to work. We're going to eventually get through. Is there any other... No, they're just turkeys by the look of it. So, MikeJet's got everything at this. Hold on, have we got 1 militia being produced? Housed, so you can't actually build another one. So that's the max you can get. And I feel like Boxer's delaying the inevitable. Boxing gloves against giving BoxerSaint just the old one too. But guys, I've never called a game so early. What are we in? 6 game minutes. I already feel like this is GG. MikeJet's just gone for it. Completely different game to what we saw with Glenn and Archie, where it went into Castle, and I even believe Imperial at one point too. So guys, I think we're going to see a game before we even get any TCs up. Huge. But this is an all-in move. This is risky. Because just think about this for a second. Because if MikeJet can't even find exactly where BoxerSaint is able to drop this lumber camp, and that TC goes up, you're in trouble because you can't produce a lumber camp. That's it. So this is a huge all-in play, and I don't know. BoxerSaint just kind of delaying the inevitable. It feels like at this point, this is a bit like back and forth. Like, you know, you're kind of going back and forth in chess, and it's kind of like, you know, I'm gonna win eventually, right? You can keep kind of like moving your king around the board, but eventually I'm going to corner him, and we're gonna call checkmate. And first tree's already gone now from Boxer. So yeah. This could go on and on and on and on. That's the thing. I think at this point you just send every single vill on the same building, right? Oof. Let's get a little bit of a speed up here, guys, because this could go on for a long time. And BoxerSaint, yeah, it just keeps repeating. Like I said, this is... Oh, but hold on. I think all in all now, we are going to see... So, look, because this costs the most, you want to attack the lumber camp because it costs the most to repair. So I'd send everything on the lumber camp just because it costs so much. And then that wood is going to trickle. So... Yeah, I feel like BoxerSaint kind of knows it. Watching that wood eco go down and going to try and repair it again. Gonna have to repair both as well. That house almost going down. Slowly but surely, I think that villager must have come in contact with a boar or something. And I like that all of them are on the same page now. Would have liked it probably on the lumber camp. Just costs a lot more wood to replace. I think BoxerSaint's enjoying that. He only needs 2 vills, but oh, hold on, we got the delete. What's going on here? What? Okay, and the next one goes. What is happening? Boxer is running for it. Boxer wants to get out. Let's see the line of sight. Look at this. Look at the escape. That vill's chasing. 2 vills over there. That militia picks up the 1 vill. You've got 1 vill that's still going. You've got exactly 100 wood. No, don't get him to meet up. Oh, hold on. No, that could work. No, it's 3 vills. You run. You don't take that. You don't take this fight. I think Boxer's just given up. And there we go. BoxerSaint. Oh, I didn't even notice that. MikeJet with the 105. Filthy, dirty, crazy. What was that? I didn't see that coming, to be honest. That was crazy. I love it. I absolutely love that. Out of the box. Like, just... I knew that was possible. I thought about it. I was like, could someone do this? Could you drop a barracks? And in my head, I was like, no, that's ridiculous because you don't have the wood to be able to get the lumber camp or anything else to be able to get the prez. MikeJet is going for it, putting everything in, and it makes so much sense as well. But like it's all in, man. If you don't find that opponent's lumber camp in the start of the game, you're in trouble. So I love it. I love the cojones. Just go for it, man. So really good game. MikeJet, well-deserved W. One of the quickest Ws, I'd say, in Age of Empires with the least amount of army. So love it. Love the aggression. So there we go, guys. We're on to game 3. Yeah. Beats a boxer with boxing gloves against those buildings. Just the irony of it, right? Crazy Joe? That's the best part. Alright, well there we go. So it's 1-all. This is going to come down to game 3. I love it. Alright, here we go. Alright, now let's have a think about this for a second. Okay, that's right. Now, the map is Pond Arena. And let's see if we can actually get... Here we go. So we still have the draft up, actually. I'm going to pause it, but yeah, it'll grey out a little bit. Okay, so let's recap for a second now, chat. We had a loss with the Malians, and then we had a win with... I didn't even see. Who did MikeJet go in that game? I was just that focused on a barracks out. I didn't even look at either player's civs, to be honest. What did we just have? we had Japanese and Poles, which makes sense. Japanese on the map with the cheap lumber camps a bit more. But Poles, I don't really know if there's much of a bonus there. Oh, I don't know. Poles on the closed map, we saw how much Hoopla was able to kind of take advantage of that. So on Pond Arena, the closed map, you've got Tatars, Magyars, and Aztecs. Whereas BoxerSaint has Burgundians, Lithuanians, and Berbers. Whew. Oh, yeah, true, Slaz. Good point. The Poles regenerate health, so that would have been good for the all-in strat. MikeJet thinking outside the box. Love it. Alright. So, I definitely see Burgundians from BoxerSaint on this closed map. It just makes so much sense. Being able to get those eco techs before you even click up, huge. From MikeJet, I don't know. What's your booming civ in this, guys? I maybe go Aztecs for like just some good monks. I don't really see. I don't know if MikeJet is much of a monk though. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's a monk, but I don't know if he's a monk player. I don't think we'll see a TC on that map again. I agree, Hoopla. After that, I think everyone's just going to go all in. Eagles with Aztecs could work too. Do you get Eagles in Dark Age? Good point though. Oh, sorry guys, long day, so a little bit knackered. Oh, sorry for Arena. Eagles with Aztec. Oh yeah, true, for the Arena game. Yeah, I think that's got to be the play, right? Old days, Darkville fights. Yeah, crazy. Alright, let's get it up. Game 3, what do we have? We have Magyars. Ooh, I don't know. That's my personal opinion, but I have seen Mike actually play Magyars on Arena in Mediocre Cup, and he played phenomenal with Magyars. So let's see what he whips up. I'm quite interested to see. There's still a very strong Cav Civ. Get some good archer, gets fully upgraded ARB. So yeah, I'm interested to see what he kind of is able to whip up. You get to pick Civ for that map. So, Kev, we had a Civ draft after map drafts. In each game of Sun-Tzu Cup, you have a map draft where players get to ban a map, and from the map pool is 10 maps. And then after each player has kind of selected home maps and we figure out the first neutral map to play on, we then select civs, and then you can use the civs whenever you want throughout the best of 3. Crazy Joe is ready with his cup of coffee. I'm ready for game 3 with my whiskey. Oh, alrighty guys. I don't know. I think MikeJet needs to get on water. I'm rooting for MikeJet ever so slightly. I try to be like, look, I'm terrible at being an unbiased caster. It's just not going to happen. I'm rooting because I like the underdog, and I feel like MikeJet is the underdog here. In saying that, I really do think Boxer is quite a good player. So I think Boxer's skill is definitely going to be able to help carry him through here. But let's see. I've seen MikeJet pull just rabbits out of the hat. Yes, so this is just for show. You don't get any resources. This isn't something that... Is that a relic? No, it's part of the building in the temple. No, so there's no resources that you can grab from getting on that island besides obviously the trees there. That is the Aussie spirit / the underdog. Alright guys, you've seen my head enough, so let's get into the game and properly cast this. Alright. We have MikeJet, aka Super King Man, sending 5 to wood. I don't know if that was by mistake, intentional maybe. Because the thing with this map, you can still play meta on it, don't get me wrong. But I think we saw the power of going water when Hoopla played this against Gwen.
See. Ra.
Pulling in the board now from BoxerSaint. And this is a nice chilled start. This is the thing about just sitting back and booming. I think it's safe to say though that what have we got? It's 14 bills apiece. Give me a 1 in chat, guys, if you want to just speed it up a little bit while we're in Dark Age. And once we get to Feudal, we can slow it back down. If you just want to beef it up a little bit, so we can start getting into the action. And we do see a dock already from MikeJet. Excellent. I love that move. Hold on, we saw this before as well. We've seen this, that we send more to the wood line when we do want that dock. I keep forgetting that with this map. So great move by MikeJet. See, MikeJet still has the experience. He has played so many games here. So many games. We have one in the chat. Anyone else? Give it a little bit of beef. Push through. Alright. Let's get into Feudal. MikeJet pushing some deer. BoxerSaint as well. About 2,000 food in the pond. So let's have a look. We've got 14 deep fish. So it's 14 times 225. And then you've also got 8 shore fish, which is 200. So that's huge. 22 to 19. So those fishing ships are actually going to be doing wonders for Super Kingman as well. But he's housed. Make a house, Mike. Make a house. No, don't. Oh, it's a mill. Okay, it's not as bad. But like, where's your house? Are you still... Okay, you made a house. That's good. That's good. But yeah, that's huge, getting onto the pond. And this is Boxer's home map as well. I'm super surprised about this. We do have Boxer now just clicking up to Feudal. Let me slow it down a little bit. I think we might see a bit of an aggressive strat here from Boxer, but I find that peculiar with Burgundians still, like, I don't know, guy. I don't play a lot of Burgundy. I don't play a lot of Arena, but I do think, wouldn't the best way to be able to play Burgundians, and I want to get your opinion in chat on this, would it not be better to get the eco upgrades in Dark Age, really focus on a late boom, kind of similar to what MikeJet's doing in a way, inadvertently, produce a lot more viewers, get up a lot later, but you're already booming once you're up. So I don't know, I feel like that would be a good way to play Burgundians, the best way. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe you still play meta like you would any other civ, and you know the extra bonus eco bonuses come in better once you're in castle. We have MikeJet, so this is the thing. BoxerSaint's already on his way to castle. MikeJet hasn't even hit Feudal, guys. It doesn't have anyone on gold either. No, not now. Not now. Aye. And getting eco upgrades. Oof, I don't. That's a lot of food that we've had to spend there. I guess you might be able to get it quite quickly. But look, by the time actually that you get enough gold income from you'll probably be making it back anyway. So we do have a little bit of scout action. And there is a lot of fishing ships out now for MikeJet. There's 6 fishing ships. And there's a lot of food that he's just got free reign to. So we have the 2 villas now. Is that going to be a dock? What are we going to do here, Boxer? What's the plan? A house. Excellent. Very good. No, so I'm expecting... We're not going to see monks or anything, are we? We know that Captain Jiao is running monk school at the moment. We're not going to see some monks come out, are we? We're just seeing the buildings go up now. I would have liked these buildings probably built a lot sooner. Hold on, we only have 1 building up as well. We don't have the wood for the next one. Oof, this isn't the smoothest build. You see, and Boxer's just hit castle, and oh, that scout's coming in. Gonna get a little bit of scout in this Boxer notice in time. I don't think he will, so he'll be able to pick off the scout at least. Which does, yeah, there we go. And we do have a forward monastery. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that pop though. And not producing any more villages. So I think we are just going to see a monk rush. We are. This is a monk rush, guys. This is most definitely a monk rush. Can someone confirm for me in chat? Is BoxerSaint part of monk school? Captain Zhao's monk school? I mean, he's just forgotten about the pond though. This is a lot of res. This is different. I don't know if monks are going to work on this. I don't know. Are we going to see siege? What's it? Oh, come on. Let's go, let's go. Produce the, but like, I don't know if this works. I mean, you could, like, you can convert the fishing ships, right? So, I mean, if you convert the dock, convert the fishing ships, this still can work, but, oh, I'm pumped. You see Captain Zhao's influence just making waves throughout the game. Here we go, here we go. I definitely don't think, no, he has not. So MikeJet hasn't scouted, he's scouting the wrong area. Wrong side of the map, man. Oy. And what are we going to see now? We're going to see a barracks come up, and we are halfway into castle. Whoa, we've got Sanctity coming in from BoxerSaint. I don't know if we've seen Redemption just yet, but Sanctity tends to be the first thing that you kind of want. I definitely agree with Hoopla in chat. If MikeJet gets pushed off water, he's in trouble here. Here we go. Boom, war has been declared. Here we go. How does MikeJet respond? What is the response? What is going to happen? And we're almost in castle. We're getting the other eco upgrades. We've got a decent amount of resources here, guys. We're not on stone either, mind you. And we're going to have a lot of food income here. I don't know if those monks, we haven't seen Redemption come in. We have Sanctity, Redemption, and Atonement. The Burgundian monks. Here we go. And now MikeJet is just about to win. Oh no, and the conversion's coming in. Getting both the villager and the spearman getting healed up. Oh, and another spear coming in. This is tough. Here we go. And the right move at least like have, but with that many monks. Even though that is like the counter, you've just given them the counter to the counter. You keep, oh no. You keep feeding them more counters to the units that you're about to produce. That stings. Not right now, but it's gonna. It's gonna. Going another stable, triple stable now. What? Okay, cool. So we've got iron casting and scale budding armor, and they're in. Redemption about halfway through for BoxerSaint, which is going to be huge. All right, and just another donation here. Have another spear to counter my like have. That'll be produced any moment now. Still only 23 views, so this is an all-in strat, I believe. Monk rush. There's no plan on going to Imperial. And here we go, converting the market, huge. Redemption coming in, taking everything. And let's see if BoxerSaint's going to have the APM. That's a decent amount of like cap, but look at this. That stings, that's huge. Does he get any conversions though? That's 1, 2, 3 monks down, no conversions from the light cav. That was a huge fight from MikeJet, being able to take them out and just getting free access now to the siege. He's going to be able to pink off this monk as well. Oh! No way. And this is just turned. This is completely turned. Now getting the vills. And I don't know. And we're getting a few, where's the first conversion now? We need more monks, we need something, but Okay, cool. We're getting 2 light cav now from Boxer. Boxer really needs to focus in, but we've got a constant production though. This is the hard part of light. Look at the light cav just being constantly produced now. Or you know why? Boom. This is why. This right here. I don't know if breaking in straight away was the best idea because you got the market, converted a few vills. What you wanted to do was get that dock. You got that dock, that would have been everything, but I don't know. Let's have a look because I'm pretty sure we do see it from Boxer. Boxer has scouted it. And it's hard. You're going straight into a meta, and this is the thing. Playing a meta strat on not a meta map. This isn't a normal arena. Normal arena, you would have been fine because all your food's in the middle. BoxerSaint just finding out the hard way. You can't quite do that on here. And the thing I just noticed about MikeJet, I think he's got the waypoint right next to the monastery. So if those monks do pop out, they're automatically going to target the monks because they're not right-clicked onto the building. Some of them might be, but the best way to do this, if you notice your opponent is garrisoning in the buildings, just right-click right next to it, and then they'll automatically attack that. And then if any infantry or any units come out, then the military units will go and attack them instead. And now MikeJet expanding even out of his base, feeling quite confident, I feel, getting university and the monastery. And there's a lot of gold as well. I had to spend a lot of food on the light cav, so I don't know if we're going to see maybe a fast imp. I'm not quite sure, but BoxerSaint hasn't even tried to go for water. Still trying to push on the front and doesn't really have an answer though. I don't know if this is the play. I think this is the hard part. This is an all-in strat. If this doesn't work, this is GG's. And MikeJet just in the driver's seat now. Going that 3 TC, going the 2 buildings necessary to click up, owning water. Boxer now losing. He had 1 relic in there. He's lost I don't know how many monks at this stage. Way too many monks, and might get 1 conversion? Doesn't even get the 1 conversion. MikeJet just absolutely dominant in this map so far. BoxerSaint, and this is after a shaky start. Remember guys, BoxerSaint had ample time. I don't know, was this overconfidence? Was this just forgetting that, hey, this isn't arena? You've got fish in the middle, which your opponent has taken almost all of. And guess what? The res that you need to counter monks is food for light cav. Oh, this is... Guys, I think this is GG. I think this is quite safe to call now. And we have the Mangonel come out. That's just going to get picked off. That's going to keep getting pushed back. The light cav's going to do the work now. I would love just to see a forward siege workshop now from MikeJet. Send 2 vills forward. I mean, you're definitely ahead in vills, and you've got to assume if your opponent is doing a monk rush, you've got to assume that you're ahead in economy, right? We have Captain Obvious saying to chalk it up, and who am I to argue with Captain Obvious? Did Mike get any text for Monk's Resistance? That I do not know, Slazinator. I don't think so, because we saw the monastery go up a little bit later after that push happened. We're going to see a bit of a pike push, and this is going to be kind of the final frontier, really. And this is why I would have loved a siege workshop by now from MikeJet. And then we're going to keep going. We're going to send in the monks. We're going to convert the whole nation. We're going to get the nation to follow our religion. And MikeJet doing a really good job on realizing that, oh shit, there's some pointy boys right there. It does lose 1, and he's probably going to lose a couple of monkers. Maybe gets a convert, does get 1 convert. Oh, it's an Imtech, so well yeah, there's no resisting the monkers in Castle Age. And BoxerSaint. I don't know. So you still got all these guys, and that's where I would have loved. So you got all these viewers here. Send this 2 of these viewers. Let one build the houses. You're not in desperate need of houses. Let's go build that siege workshop, man. Is he a saint? That is a great question. Prob's not. Prob's not. I don't think so. And just continuing the pikes, continuing with the monks, and we're just gonna build 2 monasteries again. We're going for it. Why not? This is gonna work this time, right? We've got the right counter now, and this is the hard part. I think having that barrack sometimes just to have a couple of spear, because if Boxer just even had 1 or 2 spear, that could have been a different story. And he still owns the market too, which is quite funny, by the way. I don't think has MikeJet made another market. No, hasn't needed to. He's halfway up to Imperial. We are getting atonement as well from BoxerSaint. With the mining camp, going to get back in. Most definitely. Like, look at that floating res. That's a lot of wood. If you're not using that to make farms or production buildings on your way to Imperial, sell it. Get the gold. But then look at that gold. I don't know. Maybe you get +2 armor. Even get fletching if you want. I mean, that's probably a big one. You'd probably want bloodlines. I think that would be a very handy tech. And we do see those viewers end up getting picked off by MikeJet. So they must have been the cab that were down here. They have been pushed up now. Going to send the pointy boys over, and guys, this is feeling like GG. This was all in from BoxerSaint, and he's hanging on there. He's not giving up, but I have a feeling once it's imp, look at that village difference. Any second now, surely. I think Boxer's going to try everything. He's going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at this. Does have the 2 TCs. I don't think the goal is to get to Imperial for BoxerSaint if he is going to try and do a push. Here we go. We've got locked onto the Knights, and this is Knights when your opponent's got monks. I don't know. I think we'll get a conversion. 2 conversions. Huge. Gonna get Hussar, but look, it just feels too little too late. You can get your opponent's base, but man, 4 TCs now, and that TC, I don't even know. Boxer wouldn't even see that by now. Nah, has no idea. You're gonna get a few more conversions. Take some villages for yourself. Why not? Producing spear now from MikeJet. Be able to counter his own knights. I mean, there's a lot of plaque. I mean, I think we're still kind of waiting for that siege workshop, right? And he's going to, I like that, convert the building and then you can get your own pike out of there. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, at this point, I don't know. I never want to say I don't see our way back in, but this is feeling tough. I mean, on the right path though, I just think it's quite hard. You like MikeJet's already, look at the res, man. Look at that res. Look at the vil count, 98 to 26. This is just, that's the hard part of monks. This is all in. But at the same time, MikeJet's not really countering this. He's there. Hold on. Okay, so we've got 2 stables now. One of them is still MikeJet's. So, I don't know. This could still be in. We're getting some more conversions. Cavalier coming in, but they're still going to be able to get picked. Go, convert. Oh, did I just convert? Get the other one. That's going to get converted as well. That's a good trade. You're willing to take that one. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, that was MikeJet's monk that actually got picked off there. BoxerSaint is climbing back up. Slaz, I completely agree. I think Boxer's just gone too meta with this. Has kind of forgotten to take a moment to observe the game, to calculate, and to just think, what do I need to do to hurt my opponent? And the first thing would have been to convert the dock, and that just hasn't happened. So pretty much the entire pond, uncontested, has just been MikeJet's. And I forget the numbers that we had before, but we roughly calculated 2,000 food. I feel like it was more than that, man. I feel like it was much more than that. It was like, nah, it wasn't it? It was way more than that. I completely agree. Hoopla in chat saying, MikeJet just needs to start spending some resources to win. Look at how much he's floating. He's kind of letting Boxer really mess up, and like, again, this was before that forward siege workshop, and it would have been GG. We just didn't see it happen. I think both players getting a bit of false sense of confidence at the start. BoxerSaint just being up so much earlier, and then MikeJet, after he's pushed back BoxerSaint is now in the exact same spot that he was in before, so, and is just keeping up with the cavalry production. You know, pulling it back quite well. I mean, I know you're Magyars, but surely you can, hold on, let me triple check. Yeah, okay, MikeJet's actually Magyars this time. Great job, Mango, done well. But, I mean, you're versing Pike, and I'd like to maybe see some upgrades. You've got, I don't know, you're not really trying to get into Imperial, are you? There's a lot of food, like, you get some upgrades on those things, man. Get some forging, at least, because they are Blast Furnace Magyar Hussars, and now you're just getting picked. Yeah, see, that's actually a decent fight there for MikeJet, all in all. And now also getting fletching, so those town center fire. Oh man, that town center and the castle firing on your units is going to cause a lot more damage. There we go. Mago found the words. And relatively completely untouched. I don't know if BoxerSaint has seen. Nope. Getting a few conversions by the sound of it. Still has a nice little mass of monkers. The monkers doing some work. That is what? 6 monkers. Hold on. What's the stone? What's going on here? What's all these villas, Boxer? What are you up to? You don't have the wood or the stone. I don't see any foundations either. No villas on wood. What is happening, Boxer? What's going on? Is he just... What's going on? Did he just... So he's bought? He's bought wood? All that floating... But, okay, he's going to continue the production there. And we've got that third stable. You could have converted that barrack. I don't think Boxer noticed that barracks. That's still MikeJet's. It is. Still has the dock as well. Yeah. Here we go. So we're going to also get Capture Am, but those monks, they're just going to be able to push them back straight back at you, right? You've got to really just get rid of the monks. I feel like Scorp is probably your best play, because then that way it counters the monks and the pikemen. You just obviously got to be mindful that they might get converted, but if you're spamming Hussarian first, Mike could finish so easy. Just petard Boxer's base and raid. I completely agree. I think we are about to see that. Hey, we did get there. We got there in the end, guys. I asked for some forward siege workshops, and it looks like we're finally getting it. We're getting some trebs out to treb some of your opponent's buildings in your own base. Oh. Oh, I find that a little bit too funny. What is going? This is going to be still chaos for MikeJet though. Just knowing that your opponent's still in there, because MikeJet still has no idea really. At the end of the day, even though because we get the privilege of just knowing obviously exactly what the opponent's resource are. He has no idea what's happening inside here, right? So he doesn't know if at any moment. Like, does he have the castle back there? Has he built the castle in here? Are they going to be... Paladin coming in. Is there going to be some... sorry, let me regather. Is BoxerSaint going to hit Imperial at any moment, and then some Trebs are going to come out? This is still going to be quite stressful for MikeJet. I don't know. Like, you know that your opponent counters is this mess, both with monks and pikemen, so I just don't think this is the smartest one. I'd rather Hussar at the end of the day, but even then, maybe just mass some skirmishers, because if they get converted, who cares? Like, yeah, you've got that, but then you send in some Hussar. Oof. Okay, here we go. We're seeing some capture ramps finally. Hussar now. Ooh, is that going to get scouted though? There we go. And it's just going to get discovered right now. And we're getting those conversions. And here we go, mass paladin. And they should be able to eat up the fairly weak pikemen. So I think MikeJet... Oh, but the conversions... That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... How many conversions? I stopped counting. So I think Boxer wins this from the conversions, which he does. If it wasn't for the conversions, you'd probably eat those weak pike, but those conversions were crucial there. Pull the pike back. Well done by Boxer. And now look at all that, and now guess what the monks can also do? Heal. Whoa. And again, sending in more! No! Oh, sorry guys, I wasn't tracking. Okay, he's pulled it back. Okay. I'm sorry, this is... I love it. I love these two. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on, MikeJet. Let's go. Let's go. Send in those cap rams. Let's do it. There we go. Okay, perfect. We've got the forward stables. Let's push. Alright, let's go. Let's go, baby. Magyars don't have faith. Oh, they can't even resist the... Look at this now. Boxer has his own army. Where did this come? What is happening right now? Stop. Mike, stop it. It's not working. Stop setting your waypoint over there. No, Mike. Mike, you're donating more Paladin. And they're fully upgraded Paladin. Alright, I think this is going to be it though. Yeah. Yup, he's got nothing at home. You've got a few barracks. It's a little bit too late. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're going to see a push now from Boxer as well. And that's just going to get completely cleaned up. So he's got absolutely no eco now. Whereas MikeJet still has those two outside town centers. So it still does feel like GG's. But he's pulled this back so incredibly well, BoxerSaint. It's still not over. I don't even want to, like... I've already called that. I did make the call, but I'm already eating my words at this pushback. I was not expecting this. And that castle... Are we going to see a Doubt Castle? I think that's going to go up. That will go... Oof. Getting a lot of conversions, Vil converts, but the hard part is now you can't actually deter them. So you've converted the Vils, but the best part about having the monks is you can just kind of quickly click on them, and it interrupts the building. So yeah, now the old monks get no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monks. Oh, it's tough, man. But those Paladin doing an absolute number on even MikeJet's eco. So this is difficult, guys. I don't know. It still feels like game, but how can you really properly call a game when you've got a castle up? But the hard part is, guys, see, the thing is, I think if Boxer was able to have made it into Imperial, which is quite hard, like I was saying earlier in the game, if you're going in with a monk rush, I don't really see Imperial being a thing. So, but converting some Vils, I mean, I think really you got to convert the town center at this point in time, but I mean you could try, you could kind of send them the pike over, convert the mill, then you can use the farms once you've converted the Vils. But as Laz has just pointed out, 91 to 14 villages, not the greatest of numbers. MikeJet, Super Kingman, still has 45 military on the field, 35 to BoxerSaint. This has been a weird game, guys. This has been a very weird game. And the Trebs now just kind of picking up from a distance, trying to repair. How much stone? And he's just run out of stone. BoxerSaint completely out of stone. There's 2 vills now, have no work to do. He's going to die. I think we can feel BoxerSaint just not wanting to GG. I think we can feel the salt. We can definitely just feel the salt right now, because this has started from the Canopy game as well. So BoxerSaint was the higher rated player coming into this as well. And Crazy Joe making an absolute bang on statement. Boxer and MikeJet have both lost this game 3 to 4 times already. So I don't know, this is just so wacky. This just shows the elo drop when you play on maps that aren't in the ranked 1v1s. When there's just a little thing like the description of this map is arena with a pond in the middle, but how much that has disrupted even a perfectly, or I'd assume normally perfectly executed monk rush is just insane. And I think we're going to see now the final pickoffs. And I think it's quite safe to 105 now. Here we go, the cleanup has happened. Are we going to see it defeated? Is BoxerSaint going to be defeated by MikeJet? I think it's possible. I think we're going to get there, guys. I think a defeat has to be on the cards, and here come the Ramy boys. And BoxerSaint just refusing to GG. Ah, there we go. We had it. That is game. That is GG. Huge. So there's another upset. We've had MikeJet be able to pull it back from being down in game 1, taking out game 2 in Canopy by going against the grain, producing the barracks, getting the 2 militia, going all in to find the lumber camp, taking down the houses, taking out the villas, to now Pond Arena on Boxer's home map. This is Boxer's map. At the start, they were trash talking as well. They were trash talking, and BoxerSaint was so confident. He's played the maps, he's ready, he's had them up, and he couldn't come through on his home map. That is crucial. That is a huge game from MikeJet, and I love the monk rush. I thought it was great, but the first building you want to go for is the dock. Get some fishing ships with the other monks eventually, maybe. If not, if he's hiding it in the middle, produce 1 fire ship. Go and annihilate them all. Produce your own after that. Then you've got food coming in. Huge game. I think the hard part is we can't discount MikeJet either, though. Going to water, making the commitment to go there, having the forethought of sending more vills to wood to get the constant fishing ship production, going in there uncontested, massing up, which is huge, not trickling his light cav, getting light cav upgrade. And also the Magyar's upgrade, I do think probably came handy just then, because he did get all of those spears converted, which I thought that was going to chew through light cav. But because he is Magyar's and does get the +1 attack for free in feudal and in castle, we did see MikeJet be able to clean up that mess. And thank you so much for the follow, Captain Obvious. Appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, huge game. Huge. Combat, you missed it. How you doing, Combat? Alright, let's re-chat. That game could have gone so many ways. I thought at first it was Boxer, and then I thought it was MikeJet, and then I even called it for MikeJet, and then Boxer just started converting like every single production building. Yeah, crazy. I think even at that point though, when Boxer was pulling it back, just the eco lead was tough because Monks is such an all-in strat, and then to go back and do it again, I think was really the right idea, because at that point in time, what else can you do? Oh, how have my sweet map choices been? They have been awesome. I think the people have been loving it. Viewers, what do we think, chat? Combat has helped pick the maps, and I think they've been quite exciting. To be honest, we just saw that really this map disrupted the normal Monk Rush, Slaz. So BoxerSaint not converting the dock with the Monk Rush, as Burgundians did a really good push in, but just because of such that strong food income that MikeJet had, was able to these originally worked MikeJets until Boxer converted them. He massed up enough light cav, Magyar light cav, and castle age to be able to take out all the monks and all the spears as well. So MikeJet also sent in about 6 spears to try and take out the monks, which all of them got converted, every single one. So without that pond, without this pond here, there's no way MikeJet masses that much light cav to be able to take them out like he did. So huge. Sun-Tzu Cup executive producer Combat Disco, the legend himself. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you give Combat Disco a follow. He does stream sometimes. He is a legend in the community, and has helped out this stream a lot. So definitely go give him a follow. MikeJet broke canopy just now, but otherwise very fun. That is also true. Do you want to see combat? We can replay that game as well. Alright, for the recording, I'm going to keep streaming, but for the recording, I'm going to call it there. Thank you for tuning in. So we are going to see MikeJet versus Archie the Blasian. So that is going to be the round 2 matchup. So make sure you watch the next game. That will be casted as soon as they have played. I'm hoping to be able to cast it